and welcome back to the weekly updates. I am so sorry I missed last week. I will be streaming again in the future. Do not worry. But, turns out doing a PhD is like a lot of work, especially when you're doing fieldwork spontaneously. But I have been playing, I have been making progress. Look at my Anafa. She's level 90. And so is Mizuki. And that is pretty much what I've been doing. I've been getting some artifacts. So I updated my Nilou. Essentially, I got this onset goblet. And then I checked Akasha. And like, I have a top 2% Nilou. And she is still pretty good. It is kind of difficult to balance Nilou on Akasha. Because, so, essentially, my Nilou has a lot of HP. She's got a lot of HP. She also has a lot of ER. So, essentially, let's say I put her on this on-piece goblet. And then I reload Akasha. So, with the off-piece, she's top 4%. In the 150 ER category. Because... as you can see on Nilou, she's got 73,000 HP, not enough EM, and almost 160 ER. So what I'm trying to do with Nilou, and let's try if we can get a build that can achieve this, is I am trying to get... let's just switch these. Essentially, yeah, so let's try this, and let's just unlock this, see what the best HP goblet I have is. I am trying to get 74k base HP on Nilou. Okay, this is not enough. So now what we try is we try the fast equip. And we try the fast equip with all artifacts, and we see what the best possible build I can give her is. So, the game's telling me to use this one. This puts her at 72 HP. So we change the settings. So we want, essentially, we want EM down here, EM and ER, and just HP up here. We just want maximum HP. So what is that giving us? This is Siegeween's onset goblet. Okay, so the most we can do is 37,481. So let's just equip that. We can switch around things for others later. So that, now we have to fix Layla's build. Layla needs an HP sand or an HP goblet. Just give her an onset goblet, and then this sands. Yeah, so that puts her on 2-piece again. Did you see Layla in the trailer? I am so excited. We are getting Layla. But yeah, so we're at 73,481 now. So we are so close. I would reroll if I could. But yeah, I can't at the moment. So now we have to check what happened to my Siegeween. Because Siegeween is supposed to be on 4-piece Fragments of Harmonic Whimsy. But I do have the HP goblet to make that happen. She's on energy recharge, crit rate, and HP. Should be hydro damage bonus. I just don't have an onset goblet for her. And I don't have an ER sands I can have her use onset. This is my DPS Siegeween. I love her very much. I haven't really had the time to play her recently. But I am going to finish that build in the future. I'm still leveling my characters happily. I still have the thing I talked about last time, where I sorted my characters into who I want to play, starting with Dahlia. So now, if we check Dahlia, I need a little bit more of Vorokasha's glow. So we now have all of the tenacity we need. We are still short circlets, but now we need, so let's say we put him on this feather. Then we need a Vorokasha piece. So what I'm actually going to start doing is I'm going to start strongboxing Vorokasha. Lisa has artifacts. I do need Blizzard Strayer, so I'm working my way essentially from the weakest characters up with the artifacts. And we're just going to check all the builds. Barbara is still on Heart Adept. She's still one artifact short because I strongboxed away an off-piece she had. Then we have Kirara. Kirara just needs a little bit of deep wood. Let's just give her a feather and then check what we have in terms of off-pieces. I do have a lot of like really good off-pieces on the new sets because I was just farming those a lot. Then we have Kole, we have Kave. Kave actually has a set, so does Kushishinobu, she's got a 5-piece. Sethos has a set, but he does not currently have a goblet, but that's okay. Janssen has a set, Charlotte has a set. Do not look at my sucrose, I don't have enough EV. Then Hazel and Farozan need new artifacts. So does the Traveler. We do not look at the main stats on my Ayato. He has a set and that's all that matters. I did like so let's just see if this is all on piece. Yes, I got an on piece goblet for Yelan. So yeah. Then Yamiko has a set. Zhao has his set. I do have a set on Ito. Very happy that I got it. Kachina has a set. Ayaka has her Blizzard Strayer. We are missing still a little bit of deep wood, especially goblets, but we will take care of that in the future. Chi-Chi has a set. I'm actually really excited to play her again once we get around to that. My Lynette is obviously on her DPS Marchos hand to build. Linny is missing artifacts, so we do need to fix Linny. I think when Arlecchino is running, I'll fix him then. Then Bennett is just, yeah, I have to, kind of Noblesse and Tenacity are sets that I move around a lot. Sarah has become one of my main characters that I play, like full stop. I love her so much. Yes, pyro damage, we can't put that on him. But yeah, so wait, if we do this, yes, we can. I do not have enough EM goblets, so Fremina's just gonna have to hold a physical damage one for a while. Then Dea has gotten really good. Obviously, she has her weapon now, and she's C3, which I'm really happy about. I'm gonna start leveling weapons once I have everyone at level 70. And I have built a good, like, reserve of especially ores. Then if we go back to the artifacts, obviously Emily still has the best artifact on my account if you're looking at CV. We've got Laumash and Baiju. Lauma's been switching between the new set and Deepwood. My Varessa is doing really well. Really like her. Sometimes I do try Stygian Onslaught. I think I'm up to Fearless now, but it's not quite worth it. I did Theatre, it wasn't fun. I don't really like Theatre since I started investing vertically in my builds and like level 19 my characters and improving my builds. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna grab some the workshop trove, cause I got a Nephis toolbox. I got the crumb cake bolts last week, so we're just gonna activate that one. And then next week, I don't know if I can't really stream, I think, because I'm going on a retreat. So I think I'll film a silly, like the silly little teams are still coming out, and Enefa Versus is gonna have a new season soon. I do have to film some more, but I think I'll do that when I'm back from holiday or throughout next week. I'll have to see how the schedule is looking, but for now, Enefa's toolbox. Brigitte got an update. So let's just fight the Knuckle Duckle with this Kaching team and see how it looks. So activate Duster mode. Knuckle Duckle. So yeah, so the next character I'm bringing to level 90 is actually going to be Aino. Because I want to continue pushing my lunar charge damage. The goal is to have the team with Aino, Kujosara, and Inefa and Mizuki deal a base lunar charge damage of 100k on a non-crit. That is the goal. It will obviously like take a lot of work, take a lot of EM pushing, but I'm looking forward to it. And I love playing Kaching, she is so fun. I am considering the new weapon. So for those who don't know, there is an event weapon that you can unlock out of the quests. You get it if you do the world quests in Not Cry. I'll show it after the battle. But yeah, obviously at the moment we're hitting like 40k with this Kaching team, which I'm really happy about. 45k over there. But yeah. I think we can get it with a burst. Boom, there we go. But yeah, so the weapon I was talking about, obviously my weapon situation is a little tragic, especially that row down here has to be fixed and that row here has to be fixed. We can actually just level 80 to sort of Follicle Incision real quick. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. Level 80 sword. Yeah, so it is going to be a resin investment and I have to see how my time is, but I might just start like randomly leveling weapons. For example, Mika has a prototype Star Glitter at the moment that obviously needs leveling, but I will start with characters like Layla, who only has a level 50 weapon. And I don't actually have the materials to ascend it as of now. There, you see, 0. So that's just gonna be like a day of farming. But yeah, so there is this sword. Down here, the Moonweaver's Dawn. Kaching is one of the few characters at the moment, and she's actually the only character I have that can fully make use of the sword. And this just has a big burst down, elemental burst damage bonus, and it's really good. The problem is that my Kaching at the moment is on a level 80 Karotsurubi Ishin. And I looked up the calculations, and even if I were to level 90 both of the swords, she would get more attack out of Karotsurubi Ishin than out of the Moonweaver's Dawn. I'm hoping that like future characters will use it, so I will level it once I get a future character. Like when we look at the ascension materials, I have enough. Then we saw in the trailer that Yahoda is definitely going to be a bow user, so I'm just currently leveling the snare hook for her, because let's be honest, she's going to be a bow user. Let her have her bow. And we've already run out of Mora. Let me just do something. So I used to be a lot less FTB than I am now, but I am just gonna get like we can get them kinda the left this month ones. I try to get those. Obviously once November comes I won't have enough Stardust to get the others, so I'll just have to do some wishes. But I'm hoping that Durin runs at the end of November, because I will be skipping every character on the upcoming banner, every single one. So let us level it, snare hook further real quick. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, drop them below. I will continue playing. I've been having a great time with the game, and streams are going to be returning in the future. Let's just see how far we can get this snare hook. I could craft, but I don't really have to at this moment. Level 60 weapon is good for now. So yeah, stay silly, and I don't know if there's going to be a weekly update next week, but there will definitely be one